Kay Mitchell, Miss Francis. Alexis, hey girl. All right, and this meeting is now streaming live. All right, I believe that was our cue to go forward, right, Mr. Birchfield?
That's right.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna move. You told me to hold up. I was gonna hold up. Okay. And we have our global. Wow, it literally almost rolled off my tongue. Our ambassador, Phillip Squires. It just almost came out like that. So
it's coming.
I'm speaking it into existence.
Hey, speak that. I receive it. I receive it, girl. I receive it.
It's coming.
Girl, I receive. But you had a message that you wanted to share, and then we'll jump into the training.
All right, I want to come on here and just say something real quick about that May initiative that we're having, May 1st. First of all, before I do that, especially since we're streaming online, let me throw out this disclaimer. And I just want to let you guys know that joining this company does not mean you're going to make any money at all. The reason I say it because I don't know your work ethic. I don't know your sphere of influence. I'm not sure if you're going to come into the business and do nothing, because if you do nothing, you make nothing. And I just want to put that out there that, there are no guarantee that you will make any money with this company. But I tell you what, if you lock arms with us, this money I'm getting ready to talk about can be yours also. So talking about this May initiative. So what we've got going on as a team-wide initiative on May 1st is that we're trying to get as many people as possible to place 1,000-point, not $1,000, but 1,000-point order on May the 1st. Okay. A lot of people are asking, some people may ask, what's in this for me if I, place this big order? One thing you got to think about too is it's not all about what's in it for you. It's all about the team. But what is in it for you is, one, you're going to be able to have products on hand. We know right now that any business that is able to grow, first of all, what you feed grows. What you starve will die. If you don't feed your business, how are you expecting it to grow? All right. So this 1,000-point initiative is pretty much, sowing a seed pretty much in your business, and in the business as a whole. The way this team builds, the way this team gives, there should be no reason why you would not want to participate in this, because you already know how we are. This team is full of givers, and it's not all about, what you're doing for us. It's pretty much what we're going to be able to do for you. And, building cores is what this whole thing is all about, building cores. And I want to talk to you about, core building. Before we started building core, I tell people all the time, when I first joined this business, I took off like the turtle, like that hare and the turtle story. I was a turtle in the whole story. I'm not sure what just happened, but once again, I was a turtle in this whole story. And let me tell you this, it took me on my 4th year anniversary in this business, 4 years, 4th year, I reached, the milestone of $50,000 in earnings. It took me 4 years to do that. There are a lot of people now that are doing it in their first year, they're doing it in their second year. This is before we started building core. And that just lets you know how important core building is. So it took me 4 years to get to $50,000. All right. And this is when we first just started building core. So fast forward listen to me. On my 4th year anniversary, which was July 5th made 4 years. All right. I made $50,000 building core. I'm telling you, just have the core. This is the exponential growth of building core. So in July, I was at 50,000. In January, I was at 250,000. Listen to me now, building core. This is what we can't stress the importance of core enough. In July, I was at 50,000. In January, I was at 250. And it came from us building core. That's why, when Phil, stresses the importance of building core, we cannot stress that enough. So once again, it's not about what's in it for you. It's what's in it for the whole team. And if you build this way, I'm telling you, we have the blueprint. those of you guys, especially the new people that are on the Zoom right now, you might be wondering, did I make the right decision by joining this company or joining this team? I'm telling you right now, this is the best decision I've ever made personally. And I'm hoping that this is going to be the best decision that you've ever made too for your family. But once again, it's all about building core. It's all about not having that selfish mentality. You got to have that giving mentality that the rest of us have. All right. Because the more you give, the more you're going to receive. All right. So that is the message I wanted to give to you guys to show you the power of that core building.
Thank you so much for that, Phil. And I just wanted to say, to add to that, it's amazing that you talked about that today, because in our team group, Daryl and I, we posted, show us your inventory. And we did that because if you do not have inventory, you don't have a business. And so, and though we know it's a sacrifice sometimes, but these are the things you have to do when you want to start a business. If you had a brick and mortar, there is no way you could open your doors with one or two of the items that you sell. So I wanted to just encourage people, and don't think that this happens overnight. That's the picture that we posted of our inventory. And look at Rick and his inventory. And this is something that's done intentional. We plan to invest in our business in any way, shape, or form. And you have to remember, when you have, oh man, I'm not gonna know it. I wish Alana was on here right now. Product on hand is cash on demand, or the reverse. Okay, but either way, it gives you an opportunity to be able to make additional income in addition to the 6 way we get paid, and that's money on demand. Right there. I've come home plenty of times, and there are 2 or 3 cars waiting for me. They don't want to wait until the product is shipped from the website. They want to be able to come to you and get them from your home. So what we're doing an initiative, as Phil said, and I hope you want to be a part of. We're on a mission, and then we're going to all just plaster our inventory and over Facebook until we shut it down on how much we understand the benefits of these products and the benefits of having product on hand. So I hope you guys will join us, and just reach out to all of them. You can reach out to Phillip Squires. You can reach out to Scott Bennett, myself, anyone who wants to be a part. We are investing $1,000 into our business. No, it's a little more of 1,000 depending on what you want. But it's 1,000 volume points that you're committing to. And you get to put your picture up with your product and show people that this isn't that little tea business. This is a legacy that we are building. And so then your family and friends get to understand that you're serious about this.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. So we don't want to take this as a hobby. This is our business, and we need to take it very serious as such. And this is, guys, can you imagine how many products that is that you get with 1,000? It just invest in 1,000 volume.
Yeah.
Like you retailers, I know we got some strong retailers out here in this game. Y'all know how to flip that, right? So y'all gonna make it do what it do. So this is just basically to get your products in hand, have them so when people come, that's that cash on demand right there. So this is just something that's going to help propel your business to the next level.
Absolutely. All right, guys. If there are any new life changers on here, we say welcome to you all. And we thank you for taking time to invest even this time sitting at your computer into your business. And we won't be able to answer all the questions, but we hope we can get you started and get you going in the right direction in terms of your business. All right, so now we are at 100, so we have hit capacity. Thank you guys for getting your teammates on there. You guys are so amazing.
Loving it.
All right, so the first thing, he's going to take a picture, as obviously the first thing. The second thing, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to share my screen really quick.
It's full. Can't get in.
All right. And then we're going to. All right, so we're going to talk about getting started. Make sure that you have pen and paper so that you're able to take notes. This is information that's gone over every single week. And I'm thankful for Scott Bent that gives of his time so freely. And we're thankful for him being such a blessing to our team. And I want to make sure I reiterate what Phil Squires just said about being in the right place at the right time and being on this amazing team. This is one of the strongest teams, not because, because we love each other, period, and we work together as a team, but what also makes us strong is our level of knowledge. Our knowledge about the products, our knowledge about the compensation plan, our knowledge about building, and we truly owe that to our ambassador, Phillip Birchfield. We owe that to his daughter, our global Jackie Birchfield, and the other leaders that are on this team. So we're super grateful. So consider yourself blessed being on this team. All right. So we want to talk about the Purple Book. This is so important. When you signed up, you received a kit. And in that kit, hopefully you didn't bypass this Purple Book. The Purple Book is very important. Not only is it important for you, but it's also important for your leader, the person who signed you up, to kind of get to know you a little bit more. We are not the kind of team that just sends people a link and sign you up and leave you hanging. No, we want to know more about what's your why? Why would you sign up to a company like this? What are your goals? What are your health goals? What are your financial goals?
Right.
How much time do you want to commit to this business? Because I'm going to tell you that this is very personal to me. And I take it personal when people leave Total Life Changes and they're like, oh, it didn't work for me.
Oh.
I take that so personal because the only way Total Life Changes does not work for you is that you didn't work it.
You didn't work it.
You didn't work it. And even if you, even if you're doing it on a part-time basis, I can tell you, Daryl and I, we are the example. We are building this on a part-time basis, meaning we both still work 9 to 5s, and we are building this business on a part-time basis. So if you are not employed, and God, Phillip Squires posted something the other day that talked about the amount of jobs that are at risk at this point because of what we're dealing with in the world. So we truly are in the right place at the right time. And I don't call Total Life Changes my plan B. It's my plan A.
Yes.
And that is the reason, as soon as we're off work, we are working our business. And you can too. Yeah,
y'all, if you see the Purple Book right here, the image of it, when I look at it, what it reminded me of, like the texture of it, reminded me of a Bible. And when you first, join the ministry, you got your Bible there. This is like your guideline. This is your guide. This helps you get going. This points you in the right direction. And that's what this Purple Book is going to do. It's going to point you in the right direction of the things to do and the things to get started on. A lot of times, new life changers come in, they want to know, okay, now what happens?
Right.
Guess what? This Purple Book happens. This Purple Book is going to answer a lot of questions that you may have when you open it up and you start going through. So just a great introductory. Again, the Bible, something very important, something that you need to pay attention to and focus on. And when you go through it, it'll answer a lot of the questions that you'll have that'll take you to your next step.
That's good. That's really good. So my suggestion would be not that your leader comes to you and says, hey, did you complete your Purple Book? I challenge you today, every new life changer. And you know what? If you're not new and you never did your Purple Book, you never filled it out, then fill it out and call up your leader and say, hey, I want to go through this with you.
Yes.
Okay. So I challenge you to do that. Make sure that you are staying in the know. This is one of the most important things about your Total Life Changes business. You have to be in the know. You have to be connected. And one of those ways you can stay connected is downloading the 5 and 5 app.
Yes.
You also want to make sure you get your TLC pay app so that you know when you're paid and how you're paid. There's some other things that would come in your starter kit, which includes the brand and the culture guide. That's important because we want to make sure that we're not making posts that are not compliant. We want to make sure that we are in line with the brand and the culture of this company, right? TLC family system gives you a little more information on how to spread the word. And I think I got a co-host out there to help us with the mute, but the family system, also guys, please mute your lines. And that way we won't get that, your background. You have the TLC family system guide. Also get to know your products, especially the top 5. The top 5, you want to get to know your products. You want to know about the IASO Detox Tea. You want to know about the NutriBurst, especially in this day and age. And make sure at this time, I just thought about this today. A lot of us are saying, oh, get your NutriBurst, get your NutriBurst. But make sure you know some of the things that NutriBurst will help you with, so that so we're not just selling it to people, but we're educating them, right?
Yeah, guys, first impression is everything. So if somebody comes up to you and they say, oh, what is this NutriBurst about? I'm seeing everybody, on Facebook with it. I'm hearing people talking about it. Man, you're a life changer. Can you tell me, like some of the things, what it does for you, and maybe some of the ingredients or whatever? If you can't tell them anything about the product that you are a part of in the company and you're taking it yourself, that lets you know right there, I need to be a little educated on the top 5. Like we didn't say all the products, but we're saying the top 5 that sell the fastest, that you can flip the most. You need to know something, again, because people have health challenges, and you definitely need to know a little something when talking to those individuals. So if someone has an ailment or a pain that they're having, they're talking to me about it, I need to know something in what direction to steer them in, right? Maybe it's not NutriBurst they need. Maybe it's the detox tea that they need, although that's a 1-2 punch. But you know what I'm saying? You have to know what the pain points of the person and what they're talking about in order to know what direction to lead them in. So you have to know some education about these products.
And you just made me think of something, and I don't know, this is just a tip for you. When people tell you, oh, I can't, like I had someone say they couldn't take the NutriBurst because there is too much vitamin something in there. So one of the ideas is you can definitely reduce the amount of NutriBurst. Don't always think more is better, even though we are really good about taking shot of NutriBurst, and we take the whole capful, but it's not always more is better. It's about how much your body requires of those minerals and those phytonutrients and all of those things. So you can even start off with a teaspoon. You don't have to do a tablespoon. And you can also dilute it. And still yet get a benefit. Okay. I don't want to go in there. My product side just comes out of me. But anyway, so we're not asking you to be an expert. We're just saying have an understanding. But just remember, and we want to make sure that we articulate this to people, especially if you have prospects. Let them know that they can build their business on their phone. They can build it on their phone. Important. That's why this app, the 5 and 5 app, is so important. So if someone asks you, maybe it's not one of the top 5 products, and someone asks you, what is Fight all about? You can literally go to the 5 and 5 app and look at the one-pagers. All the one-pagers are right there. And now that takes the onus off you. Now you get to give them something to read. And I like to do that because at the end of the day, these products are not miracle products, but they are there to help the miracle, which is the body. The body is designed. The body is designed to heal itself, but it has to receive the right things in order to begin to repair itself, right? And so I like to give those one-pagers so that kind of like what you said about the Bible. As you read the Bible, your faith increase. And so shall it increase as you read the one-pagers. Then you get a better understanding. And then maybe you couple that with Google. Maybe something sticks out to you in terms of an ingredient. And then you couple that with Google. Now you've done your own research. Nobody can take that away from you. Now you have a level of confidence about these products. And I don't want to go there because I'm about to go there, but a level of confidence in this day and age when it's all around you. When it's all around you, you can look at Nutriverse and look at some of those ingredients, and that coupled with your faith makes you stand strong and understand that I'm all good. Our daughter right now is on a ship in Guam that they're saying there are 25 cases of this virus. 25 cases. And those 25 people came in contact with 1,500 people. But she called and she said, Mom, I'm good. She can't have Nutriverse with her, but she has her chaga. And so these are the things, and that's something that I urge you to look up. So I'm going to stop because, again, I'm going there. Right. Okay. So what we're going to talk about now, we're going to go, and this is pretty much a short session, and then we'll go into detail on some other things really quick. All right, so stay active, everyone. Please stay active. Please stay active. And I'm always going to take you back to if we had a brick and mortar, we couldn't just decide, oh, we're not going to pay rent. Oh, we're not going to keep the lights on. Oh, we got to do something else with the money. So we have to be able to have our SmartShip process every 30 days. If you do not get paid. So it shuts the doors of your business, your virtual doors. Yes. And so just the very time that you decide, if your SmartShip is due on the 15th and you're like, no, I'd rather it happen on the 28th, and you move it, your doors are shut. You don't even know, especially if you're a new life changer. And then what happens, someone says, oh my God, I went to your website, I bought a whole kit. And now you're like, are you kidding me? Where do I find my commission? Where do I find? You're not going to find it because you're not an active life changer at that point. So,
and I got something else to add to that too. So actually, you put your card on file. So in every 30 days, a SmartShip will come out. Your card gets hit. Or if you got points, it'll hit your points first, then it'll go to your card if you need some left. What I would please suggest to everyone, every new life changer and every life changer on this webinar period, is that you make sure you look at that card and you see when the expiration date is. You don't want to get in trouble. Your card expires, you don't know it, and then there's supposed to be a SmartShip that comes out. It can't run. There's funds on there, but it can't run because your card is expired. So little things like that, just to stay on top of, will help you continue to keep yourself in the way of getting paid and not getting paid. So yeah, I mean, and again, you want to put everybody at ease. And the reason why I say that is because your upline, that kind of like heads the business or is over the business, they are overseeing it, so to say. But you should be overseeing your business to make sure, hey, you know what? Let me make sure I got all my ducks in a row. I want to make sure that my card is legitimate on file. Hey, another thing too, if you're not good with the card, buy points.
Buy points.
Buy points.
Yes.
Points come out first before the card. So if you want to just be out of that whole realm, make sure you get enough points to cover your auto ship. This way it'll get covered every single month. Yeah. Not a problem.
Yep. And points are dollars, TLC dollars. So you can go into your shopping cart in your back office and click points and credits and purchase points. And here's the thing, there's no limit to the amount of times you do it. So every time you feel like you have a little bit of extra just money that we would normally be spending on eating out. Well, not too many of us can do that right now. So take that $30, $40, $50 and just buy points.
Buy points.
And then the next thing you know, before you know it, you have your 3 products. You're in a 120 auto ship, meaning you can go to the top of the compensation plan in this company. And you also begin to stock your inventory. All right, so retail is a must on this team, especially because of how we build. Retail is a must because, as you guys know, and I hope that you know this, we are a no fluff team. We don't tell you you're going to sign up today and you're going to be a millionaire tomorrow. We do not tell you that. We tell you that it takes time, keep building. But in the process of time, you can earn additional income by retailing. You can earn it by having tea parties that helps you build your business, meetings with your team, and definitely posting on social media. If you, Stephanie says this all the time, but now I can't think of the quote. But basically, if you're not out there showing people, then you're basically your business is not even open to the public. You have to open your mouth. You have to show people that this is not just a little tea thing I'm trying to push. This is a part of me. This is who I am. Show your pictures with your NutriBurst. Show your pictures we posted the picture of all of you guys taking NutriBurst when we did the last Zoom.
Yeah.
This lets people know that, wow, this is real. They're really into that. She's still talking about that tea. He's still drinking the NutriBurst and all of those things. So let them know. Put it on your stories on social media. And I like the stories. And you know what I always say about stories.
What you say?
When you do stories on Facebook, when you post things to your story, you get to track who's tracking you. Because when you post it on your timeline, somebody may or may make a comment, may or may not make a comment or give you an emoji. But on stories, it tells you everyone who has looked at your story. And then you'll start to see a trend. Oh, so-and-so keep showing up on my story. So now I'm going to go in your inbox and say, can I help them? But anyway, you just get to track people that are tracking you. You had something on that?
No, I thought you was going to say stories.
Oh, no, not those stories. All right. Okay.
Never mind.
Then we're going to talk about residual income.
Residual. I love it. Third way we get paid, getting binary qualified. All right. This is very powerful. This means residual income. And the reason why it's powerful, because when you get your 2 people, you are getting 10% in the binary. Before you hit your first promotion, you are getting 10% of your team's efforts in the binary. Guess what? Those efforts right there, you can go to sleep and wake up and have those efforts the very next day. You check your commission, you go like, whoa, wow, okay, 600, 10% of that, $60. This is how this works, guys, okay? Then when you get your 2 position to get you binary qualified, you're gonna help those people get their 2. And then that all together is your core, okay? And we talk about core a lot in here, and this is just basically your beginning stages of understanding core and new life changers. But as you become more in tune with it, as the days and the weeks go on, you'll see exactly what this core thing is all about. But it's playing team, right? When you play team, it helps everyone because it's showing I'm not in this by myself.
Yes.
Everybody's holding each other's hands. Everybody's pulling each other up. Everybody's helping each other out. Again, another way, 6th way we get paid is how you feel it. It's feeling it. So residual income, 10% by you getting binary, change the whole scope of everything. And by the way, it opens up the other 2 ways of us getting paid too.
Awesome. And I would say for where it says position 2, just remember those 2 spots, the first 2 spots in your business are as high real estate at this point. And you want to make sure someone is there that you love. And I'm not saying that we love everyone, period, but someone there that you know, whether they share the business, whether they build it or not, you're going to help do it. So for instance, your children, your siblings, your parents, those are the kind of things you want your family to be a part of this. And sometimes, and I will admit, sometimes family they're not always supportive right away when you start this. And sometimes you may have to just put them in. They don't even know. Like our daughter, we put her in, she didn't know until probably about 6 months later when she hit a position within the company and there was money loaded onto her card. So that's important. So make sure you get those two people. So don't stay at just being a affiliate.
Right.
Go ahead and get yourself binary.
Yes.
Put your family members in. This is residual income. This is building a legacy.
Yes.
They just have to be 18 years and older.
Yes. Yeah.
We talked about staying connected. Make sure you are part of the Facebook groups, Team Shaw. Make sure that you are connected with some of the leaders on Team Shaw. Make sure that you are aware of the TLC website and YouTube. And
YouTube
and you know what? Create your own YouTube.
Yeah,
don't
YouTube
feel like you have to know everything. People do business with people that they like, know, and trust. I want to make sure I got it right. Like, know, and trust. So people have to get to know you. They have to see you. And the thing that I love about this team, that you don't have to be perfect. You know, you could mispronounce a word, or your computer could fall down. It's okay. Your kids could run past the video. It's okay. We're human.
That's life.
And people want to, and we're trying to get other humans to join our team.
Right.
Humans, right?
Experience TLC. Get your own story with the products. So this was huge for me. Because, you know, for a long time, I watched Angie and I watched her transformation. I watched how she lost 100 pounds in 10 months and continued to lose weight over time. And, you know, I'm like, man, you know, just like starstruck, like in awe of her going through the process and me watching her go through the process. But it was until I started having issues with my body, because I had gained so much weight, just slowing down. I was an athlete for a long time. And as you have a body, an athletic body, your body is used to certain things. Well, when you stop doing those things and you kind of go slow as far as like, you know, your movements and everything else, because life happens, you go to work, you come home, go to sleep, same routine, no exercise, no anything. My body starts to feel that. You know, I'm gonna be honest, drinking beer, you know, I would go out and cut the grass and all that. And Angie would have my beer ready when I, you know, came back in nice and cold, ready to drink. I did this all the time. And so I got a gut. And I said, man, I told Angie, I said, I'm feeling lethargic. I'm feeling like my body has never felt like this before. I felt like heavy. And I said, you know what? She told me, she was just like, man, you need to do the tea, the detox. You need to do the NRG. You need to do the NutriBurst. And I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try. Man, I lost 16 pounds in 2 weeks. That gut was gone. So my story with the products, yes, they work. I have my own testimony. Yes, I didn't lose 100 pounds in 10 months, but I lost 16 in 2 weeks. So that's effective. That's very effective. And I can minister to a lot of people out there. Get your own story. If you don't have one, if you're building one, yes, use somebody else's story like I used to use and still use Angie's to this day. But get your own story. Get a relationship with the products. I have a relationship with NutriBurst. It is a great relationship. I love it. It loves me back. So get a relationship with the products and have your own story.
That's funny. I always tell, and this may sound funny, but it's the truth. I tell people, I don't care if you don't have weight to lose, that's fine. Then maybe you need to gain. If you don't have weight to lose or gain, then get a testimony. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you have toenail fungus. Put some chaga and some emu oil on that toenail, do a before and do an after and post it. I am telling you, people need to see it works. Okay. All right. let's go to the, how do I get to, okay.
Okay. Oh, go
So
ahead.
this is actually, we already covered this. Daryl talked about it.
But this is a good illustration of just to show you core and how it's built. So this is you at the top. You get yourself binary qualified. So that's personally sponsored to you. And then your core and what you're building, you're helping the two that you sponsored into the business, you're helping them get binary qualified. And that's the second level. So your personal is your first generation and your second level is your second generation. I like to call it first generation, those are your parents. And then second generation, well, I go parents and then grandparents. That's how I do it. Okay. That's how I do it. So yeah, I don't have anything else to add to that. I mean, this is just letting you see what a core looks like.
And this lets you know it can be done. It's not intimidating. You simply it's you up top. You get your two closest people, your best friend, your sister, your brother, whatever, and you get them too. So yeah.
Yeah. I was just thinking about what a mature core does.
In terms of what the payout is amazing. Yes. But as Mr. Squires said, the money we talk about that you could earn, you could come in and not make any just based on being a closed mouth.
Right.
Make a closed business. So we don't know your work ethic and we don't know your sphere of influence. So let's make sure that you are jumping on to YouTube and following Phil's, subscribing to his channel, as well as Scott Bent, amazing training videos. On Phil's YouTube, you'll see many of the leaders on there, as well as, and then you'll get some really in-depth training from Scott Bent that makes that available to all of us as well. Make sure you're following TLCHQ on Facebook,
guys, please.
Instagram, and YouTube. This is so important because, and I'm going to stop. I'll keep this up for a minute so you guys can write it down or take a picture of it. But it's so important because you could miss out on all kinds of promotions, free product, money. Live with Jack and John, Monday through Thursday at 2 o'clock. Fun Friday. They give away $1 for every single person that's on the live. They give away, they do BOGOs.
Yes, that's what I was saying, BOGOs.
And you can't always, you can't expect someone to message you personally because most of the time on the BOGOs, they only have about, please mute your line if you get a chance to do that. But on the BOGOs, there are only like 150 or 200 available that they're giving out. So by the time we would even text you, it could be gone already.
Right.
So make sure you are aware of that. There's the TLC phone number. I wouldn't call it. I would simply, if you have a question, there are several ways you could do it. You can email info@totallifechanges.com, info@totallifechanges.com. And then we also have a Facebook group. Somebody please put it in the chat. It's Ask Family First, I believe. And it's just our ambassador came up with that group so that we could go in and ask questions that could be answered by other life changers and other leaders without you having to sit on hold to ask a question. Okay. So we're gonna.
What about the portal?
That's what I'm getting ready to do.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to, it's 7:10. We want to be conscious of your time because we do have an 8 o'clock call. But I want to show you guys something really quick. Let me just figure out how to get to it. All right. All right, so the better thing would have been for me to show you, let's see. Okay, this is a good one. So if you were to go into your browser and type tlc-ioffice.com/login, you can go into your back office that way. The name up here is the name of your username, your website name, and then the password you selected when you started the business. If we sign into there, there's something up here that is called the Help Center. When you go to Help Center, wow, can you believe it?
Frequently asked
questions. So that's what I went into here. So I wanted to just talk about a couple things. And feel free to go and do this. Please do this tonight. But let's just talk about daily pay. It's one of the things I wanted to talk about. And where is it?
Right there.
Okay. So what we should know about daily pay. First of all, guys, make sure you understand that daily pay is a game changer within Total Life Changes. It's a game changer
Right
within
now.
the industry,
It's a game
within
changer right
network marketing, period. And it's a game changer for what we're dealing with right
Yes.
now in the world.
Yes.
I mean, just think about it. People are being laid off.
Yes.
People are being sent home with no pay
Yes.
until this is over, or a portion of their pay. What about the people that entrepreneurs? I mean, just think about it. There are people that have been affected by this. Do you know how many people we can help just by simply telling them
We
that
have
they
daily
can
pay.
send someone to their website today? They can get someone to purchase a product and get paid tomorrow.
Yes.
We are truly the Uber of network marketing. And you have to make sure you're telling people this. So now when we bring people in, we automatically sign them up for daily pay.
Mhm.
If you go into the help center, it'll literally tell you how to sign up for daily pay. Nobody has to tell you that. You can actually go into this help center and find out. Sign yourself up for daily pay so that you can get paid right away,
Yes.
the next day.
Yes.
So who can qualify to receive daily pay?
There are 3 requirements for a life changer to qualify the daily pay program.
And yeah, we're not even being real smart. We just in our back
Yeah,
office.
we're reading.
We're just reading. Okay.
Account must be active and in good standing with Total Life Changes.
Okay.
Life changer must be a USA resident.
Okay.
Life changer must complete the taxpayer verification process required by Hyperwallet and be approved.
Nice. So look at how will daily pay work? How does it work? Retail customer orders processed by 10:59 p.m.
Mhm.
So you don't have to call your upline and say, oh, where's my money if the order was placed at 11:15. It has to be placed by 10:59 p.m. Central Standard Time between Monday and Friday. So there's no daily pay on the weekend.
Mhm.
You'll be paid the following day by 11 a.m. And most of the time it's like 9 o'clock when I get a message.
Right.
So
let's show them how to go and activate if they are interested in daily pay.
okay, I will do that.
Okay.
Orders processed by 10:59 Central Standard Time on both Saturday and Sunday will be paid the following Monday. Okay. How do I request to be on daily pay? Eligible life changers can opt in to receive daily pay through their TLC back office, in which we're going to show you.
Mhm.
So let me, so anyway, you guys can read this. We're not going to read it to you, but this tells you everything you need to know about daily pay. Now, what I'm going to do is actually take you through it.
So you're already in your back office. You're typed in your username, your password. This is the screen you're on. Now, you will go to your name at the top where the down arrow is. You click that and you come to this.
To change settings.
Change settings. And scroll
and if
down.
you scroll down.
Right there. Right there.
Okay, so Deja's not on daily pay, so this is a good example. Our daughter, this is our daughter. She's in the military, so daily pay is not what she needs right now.
No.
But anyway, so you would just hit edit, and this, so basically you would hit yes to enable it, and then you also can transfer that to points.
Yes.
So now this goes back to your smart ship.
Yes.
If you want to have your smart ship covered, you know that you need X amount of retail customers to earn because you get $20 per product for the most part, $20 per product. So how many do you need to cover your smart ship? This gets rid of every excuse in the book, and I mean that, and I'm not trying to be offensive, but we are we are the biggest ones to let ourselves off easy.
Sure.
And give ourselves an excuse as to why we can't do something.
And guys, guess what? Guess what's a big aid in helping getting our smart ship covered? G5.
G5.
G5. If you guys know about the G5 incentive, you get 5 customers. That's $20 per customer, based if they're getting one product. That's $100 right there. And oh, by the way, Total Life Changer says, bonus, here's $50 we want to give because you completed that incentive for the week in getting G5 qualified. So in getting that money, you could put the points toward that, and that could cover a portion, if not all, of your auto ship.
That's correct.
Smart ship, I'm sorry.
So you have the option to convert it to points or not, or you can leave it at no, and that just means the money the next day will be loaded to your TLC pay card. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. And then we're going to go back to...
You're going to cover holding tanks since you were there? No? No, okay.
We're going to go... Now I forgot where I was going. Okay, let's hit back.
No, or you can just go back here.
Okay. All right, so now we've talked about daily pay. The last thing we're going to talk about, and then we're going to open it up for a couple questions. I'm sorry, we kind of kept you guys long. In terms of your smart ship, so I wanted to talk specifically about the FAQs for smart ship. I'm going to the very last one. I think I'm going. Yeah, I'm going. Okay. Okay. So why is it important to have a smart ship? The very reason we talked about earlier, if you had a brick and mortar, there's no way that you could sell your products if your doors are locked. If there's a padlock on your door, you cannot sell your products. So when you do not have an order that's placed through your business within 30 days from the day you signed up, then your door's shut. And this is, so a smart ship is actually a courtesy because it doesn't put the onus on you to remember, oh my goodness, I got to put an order in before the 30 days. It's already set in the system. And most of you, I'm going to tell you this right now, when you signed up, if you are a new life changer, I'm going to say probably 80% of the people, they hit the button that says, I don't want to set up a smart ship right now. Why? Because when you're new, you don't know enough to know that you need a smart ship. And so unless someone's actually walking you through that, you may have declined it. Please go in and add smart ship right now while you're on this phone. If you have a way to multitask on your phone or whatever, or as soon as we get off, set up your smart ship so that...
No, keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
So that your doors can remain open. Yes.
When you touched on that, I wanted you to finish it off. You said, if you're not walking the new life changer through the enrollment process, guys, I encourage you to please walk new life changers through the enrollment process. Why? Because sometimes it can be a little convoluted. It can come off being a little challenging and confusing. But if you walk them through it, there's no way they would click that button, because you would tell them that right there, do not click the button. Keep going down and pick your smart ship item. So I encourage every life changer on this webinar, any new life changers coming on board, walk them through the process. Walk them, or what you can do is you can set up something really small, maybe a 5-step process, pictures or something that you can send them that is illustrating what to click and what to do at that next point. So that's what I offer. Just give them a little 5-step process in enrolling. This is showing them what they should click on, what they should not click on, what they should do, this, that, next step. And that should lead them to the page where they're putting in their personal information. When you get to that part, it's kind of cookie cutter from there.
Yeah. And also, that's your opportunity as well to make sure that they understand. At this point, you want to come in, you want to have those two products. You want to have two
Right.
products on SmartShip. You want them to make sure that they are bringing balance to the body with the tea and the NutriBurst, and then from there. So that's a good opportunity to do that while you're walking them through it, right? Somebody's writing. Okay. All right. So like I said, in a day that you're busy or whatever, just so you're not worried about it, you can have that SmartShip. TLC will ship your SmartShip on your desired date, as long as it's within 30 days. Please, please, please do not change your date of your SmartShip. Please reach out to your upline if there are some challenges or any changes that you need to make to the date. We can go closer. We just cannot go further out. 31 days shuts your business down. You can easily, and we don't want to do that.
No.
You can easily update your SmartShip items in your back office, no problem.
Good.
You can modify your card that you have on file through change settings, where we were just a moment ago, and you can update your delivery address. So all of those things can be done. But Hillary said, don't forget the kits are on SmartShip.
You gotta move that over. Move it over.
Oh, okay. She wants, all right. So I'm actually going to go back to that. I thought I was going back. Do it this way. Okay, so loyalty points, which is what Hillary just talked about. So if you get a kit, you actually get points in your back office. If you get 3 products, you'll get 10. If you get 2 products, you're going to get 5 points in your back office. And remember, points are dollars. So this works out really, really well. It's a reward that comes back to you. So if you just think about it, depending on, I mean, that's $10.
Yes.
That's $5. And this is what I say, just to bring some clarity to that. If you're walking and you see $10, you're not gonna walk past that $10. You're gonna pick that $10, and all day you're gonna be like, oh, God is good. I found $10.
No,
I
wait.
was just walking, minding my business.
First, you're gonna look around just to make sure nobody dropped that $10. Then after that, you're gonna put it in your pocket.
In whatever order. The reality is $10 is $10,
Right.
and $5 is $5. It's all a come up. So definitely get your kits on SmartShip so you can get that extra change, right? All right, so we are going to stop sharing, and we are going to open it up for questions because we've been on here an hour. We're so sorry.
Well, not quite. In 6 minutes, it'll be an hour.
Okay. Can you raise your hand if you have a question? And then that way we can.
Oh, God.
Angel's glory, girl, you are cracking me up right now because she got her physical hand open. Girl, you are. So let me unmute you. Okay, you had a question?
Yes, I think it's important also to let people know with the SmartShip, because when I enrolled on the 30th. So when my SmartShip came out, it was denied because it came out on the 26th. So I had to go in and call the people and ask them to move my SmartShip up to the 26th.
Yes. So that is something within our system. I don't necessarily know, and maybe one of the other leaders know how to get around that, but we had a ton of people sign up on the 28th, I believe. Yeah. And all of a sudden they were all showing not active because they were set up for the first in terms of a SmartShip. So we are going to see what additional information we can get. If somebody has anything helpful, but again, so this is our challenge, is to make sure you're minding your business. And there's a saying that we have on our team, and I'm not going to say it. I'll just put it this way. I tell them, get up in the morning, you pray, you pee, and you check your back office. We're all family, so hopefully. And the reason why is because you need to check to make sure that you are active.
Mhm.
You are active and binary. I know somebody on my team gonna say something, but that's the truth. You have to know. And if you have amazing uplines like ours, Jackie Birchfield, you never know what time of the day she will call us or text us and say, what's your volume? And you need to know. So we do it in that order. We pray, we feed, we look at our back office.
Well, I'm just gonna say something about the fellas. Fellas, that might be a little challenging for us just because we don't want to drop our phones in the water.
Well, you guys can put an extra step in there.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, but good point, Angel. So just make sure you guys are looking at your back office. Make sure you show active. And if you don't, find out why not immediately. Wait, Hillary said, you sit at
Yeah,
some point.
Some point,
exactly.
yeah.
Thank
But she
you,
said
Hillary.
the morning, Hillary. She said the morning.
All right. Any other questions? There's a
If you're drinking tea and you a man, you're gonna wake up and sit down anyway.
Hold on, brother.
There
That
you
might
go,
not be the case.
Faye.
That
Tell
might
'em.
not be the case.
Tell them.
All you might have to do is number one, not number two.
Hey, y'all, I got a quick question. When someone comes to your website and makes a purchase, does the points that's available from that purchase go to your left side or your right side, your pay side or your power side?
It goes to your power side, but Scott, it's also counted as group volume when it goes up, correct?
You mean when a customer makes a purchase from your website? That was the question.
Yes.
That the volume actually for the individual who got the purchase, the customer volume always goes to your pay leg. For everybody else, it just flows up from wherever it's at. And that's only 25% of the volume of the purchase. So on a one product order, that's 10 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
And that only happens if you're binary. If you're not binary, you don't get those extra points.
That's
anyway.
correct.
Now, I wanted to say something really quick about addressing being binary or not, showing active or not showing active. A flaw in the system, the week that your smart shift comes out, say for instance, if it comes out Thursday, all week I will show as not active or a tour taker. It drives me crazy. But the system will catch that later on after it hits. The system will catch that later on after it hits. Now you always do your due diligence. If the day comes after and something's wrong, they will correct that. But I don't want you guys spending money. Scott Ben laughs at me because I'm a person who I gotta see it. I just gotta see. So I go in sometimes and I pay just so I can see what's going on. But the system is set up for your smart ship. The week that it comes out, it will show that you're not active or not binary or whatever the case may be. But you are. Now, another thing, you want to have points available for your smart ship at all times. Guys, we're moving to a whole new level. You'll know that no mistakes are going to be made if it's points because it goes and gets the points. It's automatic. And one more thing, I'm sorry. I just got a confirmation that Coach K will be the one doing the training next Sunday at 7:30.
Yeah, Angie calls that heart attack week.
That's what I call
Yeah.
it. I tell our team
Yep.
it's the fake heart attack. And that's when you see your carryover volume.
Gone.
Well, it
It
goes,
goes
up,
up. Yeah.
and we wait for it to drop down. So so just remember absolutely what Phil said. Just remember on the week, it's just basically making you focus more on it to make sure that it actually goes through.
Mhm.
That's the way I look at it. I look at it as an alarm saying, hey, this thing is about to run this week. You better be paying attention.
Yes.
Make sure your money.
Yeah. Check all them red X's. Make sure they all green checks.
Yeah, absolutely.
And since we're bringing that up, the other thing that factors in that too is not only your smart ship, but the people who make you binary qualified. Now, some of us, we can call it binary insurance if we want to. Some of us have been in the business long enough that we have enough people that we don't quote unquote have to worry about that. But guys, We streamline this process for a reason. We streamline this process to make the team more viable and more profitable. If you're coming in new and you do P2S4, you have nothing to lose because those two people you position, you are making sure they're binary qualified on top of everything else, so you cannot fail. But that's another training for another day. But we want to make sure you guys understand the system limitations, and the system makes it appear a certain way. You got to make sure. What you say? How'd you say that, Angie? A heart attack week. What you just say?
Fake heart attack week.
Yes. Really.
But you got to make sure. Go ahead.
I pay it because I can't stand to see it not active.
Mm-hmm.
Phil, you were still talking. I'm sorry.
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Do we have any other questions? No?
Oh, wait, right here.
Oh. Hey, Angel girl. Let's see, can we unmute her? You got to unmute yourself, Angel.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is my last question. I guess when I got into the program, the business, I got excited. So they just had a promotion where you get the digital package free.
Mm-hmm.
So I enrolled 5 people in. I was told that we had to go online to pretty much retrieve all the information. But when I got my package, I guess it was through the regular package, I was able to get 2 samples of the NRG and like 2 samples of the tea.
Mm-hmm.
How do they go about getting their free samples with digital, or is it possible?
So that promotion, and I'm just trying to remember, because of that promotion was you get the free digital free, but I also thought a part of that promotion was that they got sample credits. But regardless, that was the thing. When you were able to sign up with no fee and you get the digital, you Jennifer Kendrick confirmed they got $50 sample credits in the 5 and 5 app. So they would have had, you have to get the 5 and 5 app to get access to that.
Okay.
To the sample credits, and they could send themselves a sample. But if they want to send it to other people, because that's what you want to do. Yeah. When you get it in your starter kit, you want to share that with someone, so they have that ability to do that.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. But they have to get that 5 and 5 app. That's the key, because it's no longer in the back office.
All right.
See, that's what I love about this amazing team, because just because we're doing the training doesn't mean that we know it all. We're still, the company is still evolving. So we're all just, keeping up with the information as much as possible. But we got an amazing team. So if I don't know, I could just yell out a name, say, help me out.
Any other questions?
Fit and Free got his hand up.
Fit and Free.
Faith. Yes.
All right. I just want to add to something you shared that Phil Squires talked about real briefly, because I know that this is so important. And sometimes those of you that are out here, sometimes when you hear things, it don't always click like when I say it, but you might hear Angie and Daryl say it in a different way and it may click. Or you may hear Coach K say it in a different way and it may click. Don't get frustrated with yourself. Keep getting on the trainings, keep tuning in, and certain things will click at different times. I want to talk about this May 1st initiative very briefly, because it is so important to where we're headed as a team. If you haven't heard about it, it is a group of people gathering together to invest in not only in their business, but this entire team. And if you've seen what this team does and how we pour into each other, you'll understand what 100 people coming together with 1,000 volume is going to create, something that is going to give and keep on giving and pour into you. I don't care who you are. If you participate, it's going to affect you one way or another. And if you're of one of those people that say, I don't know about that, I don't necessarily trust, okay, then you should sit out. But if you've been a part of this thing, if you know the integrity of this company, and especially the integrity of this team, you'll understand that we don't need your money. We sow seeds and God blesses and replenishes an overflow. And so what's trying to happen with this is the way that Phillip Birchfield built his business was he poured into every single person on his team that was putting in work. If you were putting in work, he invested into your business with you. He built an incredible business by doing 90 to 95% of that pouring into it. We've now gotten to a place where there are so many leaders like Daryl and Angie, like Phil Squires, like Jackie, Kelvin. I mean, I could list names over and over and over again that also pour in to the overall team and to their individual teams. We have many Phillip Birchfields running around here that are making things happen because he has taught us the way that he got to a place of earning over $2 million in this company. And I don't know about you, but I'm looking to follow in the steps of the people who did it before. I know some of y'all have been watching Madam C.J. Walker on Netflix. She was the first woman self-made millionaire in the United States, not the first Black woman. She was the first woman self-made. You can become a self-made millionaire because you've seen somebody else already do it. So you know it's possible. We know it's possible to reach ambassador. We know it's possible to reach 2 million. How do you do it? By following the steps of the people who did it before you. But you can do it better than he did it. See, some people are afraid to say this. I want to surpass Phillip Birchfield. I want my business to be better than his. And guess what? So does he. He wants my business to be better than his because he's going to help me do it. And I want your business to be better than mine, and I'm going to help you do it. Daryl and Angie want to help you do it. Phil Squires wants to help you do it. The way you have to do it is stop investing in things that are consumable and invest in something that's going to build a legacy for your life, that's going to change the entire lineage of your family. Poverty, ghetto is not geography, it's mentality. It's a mindset. And until we change things ourselves, nothing in our lives is going to change. I used to never understand the saying, no matter where you go, there you are. Wherever you move inside of this world, your mindset is still going to be the same. So if you see negative people everywhere, they're going to be in California, in Atlanta, in Miami, in Chicago. You're going to see negative people everywhere because your mindset is what's seeing it. Change your mindset and recognize that the people you see winning are the ones that are investing in their business. And if you want to stand up with the rest of us that are putting our money where our mouth is and proving that it pays us really, really well, get with your upline, executive, regional, national, or global, and let them know you want to be a part of it.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you so much for that. And I echo every bit of that. And I always hear people say, in this business, this is the time to do something that was frowned upon when you were younger, to be a copycat. Mm-hmm. Just make sure we're copying the right cat. And I think we're copying the right cat. We're following, I know for a fact we're following in the right footsteps. Mm-hmm. So make sure you get with your upline, as Scott said, and let's make it happen because we're changing the world. We really are. We're changing.
Hey, Angie and Daryl.
Yeah.
Hey.
I got something else to add real quick. And thank you for a wonderful, wonderful training. And I love that we're taking the onus off of any individual, and we're all different leaders stepping up and sharing the same platform with the same training, but with a different spin on it. Excuse me. But everybody needs to understand, like the training that I did the other day, well, last week, matter of fact, you can take each one of these different leaders. It's going to be streamed in Team Shaw's group. So you'll be able to have that URL And if you got your own domain, now you will have a subdomain that you can send out to your team. Each and every one, you can have a different flavor to share with your team. How incredible is that? And if you don't know how to do it, you got to look back at the training or get with somebody who was on that training and learn how to do that.
Good evening. Let me say this. When I first heard about the initiative, I was asking myself, can I afford to be a part of this initiative? And when I found out the inside, exactly what this initiative is all about, I told myself I can not afford not to be a part of this initiative, because this initiative is going to make history. If you ever want to be a part of history, here is your chance to be a part of history, because it's going to duplicate itself 10 times over. This is just the start. And that's just my mindset. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank
Awesome.
you for that, Dan. I love it. Thank you, Baroni. All right. Any other questions, comments, suggestions?
Building with Dan.
Where will Dan build next?
Where will Dan build next?
Don't they let me go? I'm going somewhere.
All right,
Hey,
guys.
you guys did an awesome job. You guys did an awesome job. Thanks for this.
Oh, thank you, Phil. I appreciate it. Definitely. All right, guys. So please, now listen, wait a minute. Let me just see. Well, it's 86 now. We were up to 99. I think we got to 100.
We was at 100, yeah.
Let's just shift. Let's go. We're going to the next room. MyTLCwebinar.com in exactly, let's just say 20 minutes, right?
No, about 18.
18 minutes. 18 minutes. MyTLCwebinar.com. Get back on so that we can hear about this amazing opportunity. Remember, it's not always that you need the Zoom, but sometimes the Zoom needs you. So let's just take those numbers back up to 100 on our Zoom call at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time.
There you go. Wait. 8 o'clock Central.
Yes.
9 o'clock Eastern. 6 o'clock Pacific.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Okay. Let's make sure.
All right. Love y'all. Have an awesome night. Stay safe. See you on the Zoom. Don't forget to steam your face. Please do it every day, all day. All right.
Thanks so much. You guys are awesome.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Great call.